Hey guys, how's it going? This is Tim Shaves over here. Whoa. Hey. So today is going to be a little honing session featuring a new stone that I got recently. This one's quite the controversial one. It's been kind of floating around the wet shaving or a straight razor honing space. Dr. Matt made it famous, and yeah, and I've heard about it ever since I first kind of got into the honing journey, and I finally got to try it out. So this is the stone. This is, you guys can see, I don't know if it's focusing. Hey, don't focus there. Alright, I don't know, but this is a Imperial La Roccia. This is the ultra fine version. The standard stone. Come on, hone in. Or focus in. I don't think, I set the focus to a bit wider, so I don't think it's gonna focus when I get too close, but pretty smooth surface, if you guys can hear. I've lapped this quite a bit. It wasn't flat right off the get-go. There was, I think, one side had a little dip, so I was trying to lap it down, and my lapping technique was a little off, so I made it worse. So it just took a while to lap this stone. I think it took me like 4 hours to lap this correctly, partly because of my fault, but I think if I did it correctly, probably would have saved by half that amount. But yeah, this is lapped flat. When I first got it, initially there were some rough sanding marks. It looked like there was a vertical sanding marks, but it looked like very low grit, like maybe like 50 sandpapers or 50 silicon carbides, but definitely had to lap it. I don't think this stone was usable right off the get-go. This was the standard version, 6x2, so that might be because of it. Maybe the premium versions are lapped more thoroughly, but for me, I had to lap it. But yeah, now it's good to go. It definitely smells like a natural stone. It did remind me of the small pocket J-knot that I have. Kind of feels like a hard rubber block, but it's fairly hard. Definitely, it doesn't slurry up easily, but yeah, I'm interested in trying this out more. Yesterday I tried it using some slurry. That didn't work out too well, but I've had better results using it with water and using that Dr. Matt technique where you use it underwater while the water is trickling on the surface. So that's what I'm going to try out today. The razor I'll be honing today is the Union Cutlery razor. It's a small, like 4/8 maybe. But this one is finished already on the Black Arkansas, but I wanted to test it out on this ILR and see if it retains that sharpness and comfort, or if it degrades the edge. So it's gonna be a little experiment today on a completely finished razor, but let me get up here and let's wet the stone and get it going. So here's the ILR. And once it is wet, it kind of turns into this nice gray, dark gray block color. It's a beautiful stone. Feel of it feels very fine, but it has some resistance when I run my thumb over it. But yeah, let's get going here. Give me a second. I'm gonna open up this razor. I'm gonna start off with a very low trickle here. So I'm not sure how to do this well, but hopefully that shows. Okay, I'm just gonna use some X strokes through this and maybe some spine leading strokes as well. So I'm just gonna go Egg stroke slowly. Feels very smooth from the start. Oh man. My it's not the best position to be at. My back's kind of hunched over, but we'll make it work. Okay, I'm feeling a little bit of resistance building, still very smooth. I wish I could use some hot water right now, but the tripod is kind of standing where the hot water is at, and I don't want to mess with that. Okay, I'm gonna do some spine leading strokes, kind of in this dropping motion. I find that this is helpful for me in kind of speeding up the process, also just cleaning up the edge. And then back to X strokes. Okay, yeah, I could definitely feel the resistance built up more after the spine leading strokes. Feeling a bit more. And because this is a 6x2 stone, a bit on the smaller side, I do have to make sure that I don't tilt the razor one way or the other, because that can kind of ruin the edge by grinding against the edge of the stone. In that sense, it would have been easier to get a bigger stone, maybe an 8x3. That would have been, because it kind of removes the variable of ruining your edge on a narrower stone, but as long as you pay attention and you get used to it, it'll be fine. Continuing on. Still fairly smooth. Gonna do some spine leading strokes. I've heard that this is a pretty slow stone, and I've heard both sides from it. Some people say it's slow stone, some people say it's fast. You can get it done under 2 to 3 minutes. For me, I don't get that sticking sensation right away. I've had to work at it quite a bit, and also yeah, I don't get to that extremely sticking sensation. I get some resistance building, but that's about it. Even in the end, I'm still able to do my X strokes through it. Yeah, it's my back is hurting a bit right now. I gotta position myself better. Do some because of how the sink is set up. These stone under the water is quite uncomfortable for me, so I don't try to do it. I just usually just use water and do it to the side, but that's fine. Okay, I'm just continuing this for a while. I wonder if you can overhone on this ILR stone, because I like to spend quite a bit of time on the finishing stone. I think I got used to working with the black Arkansas, and those things can take, basically it's impossible to overhone them then. I think rather than overhoning, it's the more you hone, the more chances of making a mistake on the stones, so that's what I'm more concerned about. But I'm not sure if that's the same with this stone, but we'll see here. Just continuing on. feel is pretty nice. It's a bit reminiscent of that Janet pocket stone, I would say. Kind of feels like a hard rubber block. Continue on. Pressure-wise, I would say I'm using about light pressure, maybe light to medium. I'm not trying to force the edge onto the stone, but kind of gently glide it over while keeping the edge flat on the stone. It's feeling pretty smooth so far. Alright, so I'm gonna wait a bit. I'm gonna just palm strap it. About 20 times. Gonna increase the water. Oh yeah, the water is pretty cold now. And yeah, I'm gonna continue at it. Oh, gotta watch out. Yep, the resistance died down with the increasing hydroplane effect. I guess I didn't need to increase the water level because I wasn't getting that sticking sensation. But I didn't want to spend a lot of time doing this. Just wanted to try it out. Okay, a little bit of resistance building. Still feeling very smooth. Continue at it for a bit. Okay, that's gonna wrap it up. So the yeah, I'm gonna leave it there. Maybe I could start off under just water on the stone instead of trickling water, but I don't know if you can see, but here's the finished razor. Let me take a look at the edge real quick, just with my eyes. It has a kind of a bit of a mirror polish to it, but it does have some scratches left over from the stone. Yeah, it doesn't look too fine under the edge, but we'll see how it cuts though. Just gonna palm strap it real quick. And I'm gonna test it on my leg here really quick. I'll be right back. Gonna cut some hair. Okay. little bit hard to tell. It's still cutting pretty well, but just gonna still cutting well, but I feel like it developed a little bit of a I was a little hesitant in cutting some of the hair. I feel like before didn't really do that. It was just wiping away the hair really easily. Definitely changed the feel of it too. I think this stone kind of mutes the feedback. At least that's what I'm noticing a bit. And yeah, interesting. So just an experiment for me. Coming off this edge, coming off the Black Arkansas, I honed it on the ILR, and didn't seem to change much, but yeah, I think kind of kept the same sharpness, comfort to it. Maybe developed a little bit of hesitant feel, but we'll see. We'll see. I'm gonna shave with this and update you guys later on, and yeah, we'll find out more. But yeah, this was the little finishing session with the ILR and Union Cutlery razor. Gonna be trying out more edges on this stone just to see. So far, I think the most luck I've had was just a basic synthetic progression up to 12K, and then moving on to this stone next. So I'm gonna try that out a couple more times and try to replicate a similar consistent result. See how that goes. So thank you guys for watching. This is Tim Shades, and I'll see you guys next time. See ya.